What's up guys, this is Jake from Luminary TV. I'm here to bring you my personal top 10 upcoming video games of 2017. Honestly, a lot of these picks are in the first half of the year, so it won't be too long till we get to play them. We have heavy hitter sequels to new and bold franchise first. This year is going to be another one for the books. Let's just start with number 10. My number 10 is LEGO Worlds. Now this game did come out in June of 2015 for early access on Steam, and it did get mixed reviews, but I believe the console release will show more of the world that isn't just a Minecraft clone. It has better quality of life building tools overall, easier to set up large structures, simple snap features, effortless one-press buildings. This game is meant to stimulate that imaginative side from when we were all kids playing with Legos. I can't wait to enjoy this game with my other friend in 2-player split-screen couch co-op. It releases February 24th. Number 9, Nier Automata. Nier Automata comes from our friends at Platinum Games, the creators of the famous games like the Bayonetta series, Vanquished, and Metal Gear Revengeance. This is the second game in the Nier series, but stars a whole new cast, so don't worry about missing out. What really excites me about Nier, and what really drew me to it, was the type of fast-paced combat and gameplay changes. One second, you can be fighting enemies with a fluent, easy-to-combo combat, and next, you could be playing a vertical shoot-'em-up on the lines of Ikaruga. Bosses in the game feel massive and feel worthwhile, fight and conquer. From the small bit I got in the beta, it made me more excited to get my hands on the final version. I believe Platinum Games has another hit on their hands, and I can't wait for February 23rd. Number 8, Days Gone. Days Gone has been in the works for a while at Bend Studios. Bend Studios is famous for making Uncharted Golden Abyss on the Vita and Siphon Filter on the PlayStation. In Days Gone, you take control of Deacon St. John, a drifter and former bounty hunter. It takes place 2 years after a global pandemic that nearly wiped out all of humankind and turned them into freakers, a zombie type of creature. The game is open world with multiple ways of completing any task, day and night cycles with benefits of fighting the freakers during the day and disadvantages during the night, such as enemies being faster and more aggressive. It doesn't help that they can fit a ridiculous amount of freakers on screen at once. The reason it's on my top 10 is that I believe this game could be the next Last of Us. That is a bold statement to say, but I think that the freakers can be different enough than your normal zombie stereotype. The devs said that they want a real story-driven game that takes a look at the human condition and the change it has on each one of us. Be on the lookout for this game. No set release date, but I'm hopeful this game will come out in 2017. Number 7, Neo. I had the pleasure of playing this game a multitude of times from its open betas, and I honestly believe that this is the Onimusha game we've always wanted. This game is made by Team Ninja and is based in the Sengoku period. You play as William, honestly, the last samurai. This blends ideas from Onimusha series and of course the Dark Souls games. Bosses are hard and take some time to prepare for a fight, but worth in every step of the way. Like another game on this list, it has 3 different types of stances while holding the sword and adds much more depth to the combat. One of the things I absolutely love about this game, and other studios should take note, is that during the first beta, they actually took all the feedback from the community and updated the beta with more of what the community wanted. They understood them and took everything to heart. That's why they updated the beta frequently. I applaud them for showing our cries out are heard and taken into consideration. This is a game to look out for. February 7th. Number 6, Super Mario Odyssey. It's a new 3D Mario game since Super Mario 3D World back in 2013. I'll be surprised if it isn't on your list of games. We only know from what they showed us in the first trailer for the game. One of the main cities is a New York style based city called New Donk City. Oddly enough, Mario keeps his cartoony shape while surrounded by real life NPCs. I get a Sonic and the Black Knight feel, but not bad at all. New Donk City is not the only new city we see in this trailer. We have a Western world, forest world, colorful world, and I expect many more. They say this game is expected to be released in winter of 2017, but I wouldn't be surprised if it got pushed back to 2018. Here's hoping they don't have to push it back. Number 5, For Honor. Fresh from its beta, I went into thinking this game wouldn't even make it on my list, let alone take the number 5 slot. The beta did really make me a believer on this new franchise from Ubisoft. The story isn't anything special with samurais, knights, and Vikings in an all-out war with each other, but what made this game better than anything else was the fighting mechanics. You have this rock, paper, scissors type of fight with 3 different stances, and the way you block, it's tilting in the same direction as the attackers, in the same vein as Chivalry. Thought this idea was an interesting concept before I played it, but when I did, it added a sense of accomplishment with every battle. Every battle you fight, whether with NPCs or PvP, you felt that fight's intensity the whole time. Every battle feels well deserved, not because of some cheap trick, but actual skill. Also, all different classes feel different from each other, just enough for you to want to play them, to understand their types of attacks, to get a jump on the competition. There's a chance that this might be the first Ubisoft game that goes MLG. Can't wait for more. I'll see you Valentine's Day. Number 4, Mass Effect Andromeda. With the decisions of Mass Effect 3's ending still lingering in some of our minds, this looks to be a fresh new entry in a series that needed this. This is a new venture into the universe of Mass Effect and the Andromeda Galaxy. BioWare is back and better than ever. New cast of shipmates with possibly interesting backstories, more interactive dialogue options, more decisions leading to consequences that you might like or dislike. One big feature is the series' first open world environments. Coupled with the idea of exploring a new and unknown universe has already got me for day one. And we didn't even talk about the new species and boss fights. So much in one game, and another spring game coming out in March. I can't wait for this to engross my life, say goodbye to friends and family, and say hello to Andromeda. Number 3, The Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild. Open world Zelda. Need I say more? Well, if that doesn't get you excited, then the idea of a seamless world to explore and take anything and everything in the game at your own pace. This game is about making the story of Link's journey your own. Do whatever, go wherever, and have your own very unique story to tell your friends. Go rock climbing, enjoy preparing and making food, go fishing, and many more. There's a multitude of activities you can do while exploring this expansive world. One thing they are boasting about is the size in comparison to some games, such as older Zelda games and even Skyrim. Safe to say it pales in comparison to the size and scope of what they are trying to go for. This is a must-have for anybody with a Wii U and or, more likely the choice, the Nintendo Switch. Here at Luminary TV, we honestly can't wait for this game to come out. It comes out alongside the Nintendo Switch March 3rd. See you on the streets. My number 2, Horizon Zero Dawn. This game has been on our radar since 2015. Guerrilla Games has been developing this game since early 2011 before the release of Killzone Shadowfall on the PS4. Horizon Zero Dawn is one of PlayStation's flagship games for the spring of this year, and also an exclusive for the console. In this game, you play as the character Aloy, a hunter and archer who lives in a world overrun by robots, and throughout the game you get a better understanding of where these electric beasts come from and the world before our own. The gameplay is along the idea of a typical Ubisoft game, but with more compelling things to make your adventure that much worthwhile. Not only is there a main story and side quests to do, there are hunts to indulge yourself with, there's enough variety in the creatures you will come across and fight that all add dimensions to the fight and what you should expect. Go in headfirst and face a beast or people with all their might, or take the sneaking approach for a gratifying silent assassin. We have only scratched the surface of this game, and I can't wait to dive in and find out about Aloy's story. You can find out February 28th. Number 1, Persona 5. You're probably asking yourself, why Persona over all of these amazing games out this year? All I can say is, why not? I was late to the Persona series, and my first Persona game was Persona 4 Golden on the Vita. It didn't take that long to engulf me into how amazing and deep this series can be. From the sheer amount of things to do, like the sim of daily school life, or the Pokemon collecting type gameplay, there is something here for everyone. Persona 5 is no different, but on a bigger scale. Persona 5 takes place in Tokyo and follows a silent protagonist after they're transferred to the fictional Sujin High School after being put on probation for assault on a stalker. You pretty much have all of Tokyo at your disposal. The new type of art style and fighting mechanics look to add a more enticing and exciting feel to the game. Alongside the normal school life is dungeon exploration, or 2 different dungeon types within a realm called the Palace. One of the biggest things I'm excited for is the soundtrack. The soundtrack is something I honestly always come back to for how catchy it is. It's something you can listen to on or off the game. There's so much more to this game, and I'm excited for it to come out. I can't wait for April 4th. Alright guys, that was my top 10 most anticipated games of 2017. Now granted, this is my own personal top 10 pick. Let me know in the comments down below what is your personal top 10 pick. I have some honorable mentions that I want to give a shout out to, like Ghost Recon Wildlands, Halo Wars 2, Tekken 7, South Park and the Fractured Butthole, Red Dead Redemption 2, and Ni no Kuni Relevant Kingdom. All games that are planning on coming out in 2017. Hopefully, Red Dead Redemption 2, there's a possibility, but we'll see how that goes along. But leave a comment down below, like, subscribe, do all the good stuff, because you know it's great. Believe that. Bam. Shimmy. I'll see you guys in the next episode.
Watch it.